I mean, I found the tournament a fun experience. My game plan didn't go so well, but I just came for the fun, really, the aspect, doing all the trades.
It was really nice to be here. So this was my first in-person tournament. So see people that I've played against before, see their faces, be able to speak to them, and yeah, also see some of the best players.
It was nice to come back after a long break of mostly doing remote tournaments online.
I thought the tournament was electric, not gonna lie. It's great to see, I'm kind of new to Silph, it's good to see some of the new guys that I've been paired with in Gym Breakers and stuff, especially Dino and, Stan and everything who I've never met before. Beforehand, I'd only met like maybe one or two people like Adellion and Aaron, Aerobubble. They've been great. It was great to be a part of
The thing that I like the most, of course, apart from being able to meet people, is to also be able to actually speak to them after the games.
It was good to come back to like in-person tournaments. I haven't done them in ages, and this was my first regional in-person, so that was a lot of fun.
I'd definitely like to see in-person tournaments come back more often because the community is what it's all about. When you're playing a remote tournaments at home, you can get very invested in the result because all there is you playing the game. But when you come to a tournament like this, it doesn't really matter if you lose because there's still the social. You can get trades done, have nice food.
an in-person tournament that was not play Pokemon. Like, I had a reason to come down here. It's kind of localish to me. It was a nice little homecoming. I used to go to school here. I can't believe how well some of the things did. I did practice a little bit yesterday with some different things. It is the same team, just with one replacement as everyone in the whole month. It is different, and to meet everyone here, especially part of London's finest, I didn't expect it. I knew it was big, but I didn't expect it to be this big. Great to see so many UK players playing, because that's the whole reason why I started in an NA faction, because I didn't know many UK players. Great to meet some new people, and I love them all.
The most enjoyable thing was being able to trade with people that I've never traded before, to re-roll for PvP RPs, funnily enough.
The atmosphere, like everyone was very friendly here, so yeah, it was really good. So if you're a newcomer to Silph, you'll fit in very easily because everyone's just so welcoming. The venue's really nice. It's nice that we had our own little space to do the tournament, like not interrupted by anyone else.
Talking, drinking, I'm not gonna lie, talking and drinking with them. Adellion I met obviously in Lille. I knew him decently well over there. We did kind of similar form when we were in Lille in the Play Pokemon format. We even played each other in the side hustle, which was good fun. Great to meet Stan for the first time, V10, people who are up there. Dean as well, who's with me in Gym Breakers. Clyde, Second Saint City, I'm pretty sure won it recently as well. It shows a good platform, especially for UK PvP, like not just as a community in terms of like we just want to play a game, in terms of like we genuinely want to be friends. It's a great point. Like obviously it's only my starting point. These guys have known each other for years. It might be slightly different. Last Damnation also came down, which is good fun. I saw him in Leo.
And I would love to see more Silph tournaments in person in the future, definitely.
I would definitely love if there were more tournaments played in person next season. I was told that here in London before the pandemics there used to be like a very active scene.
So Mystic Gas or Drew did bring it up to me since I'm a student in Cardiff. He supplies the in-person tournaments, I believe, in Bristol, which is right around the corner. I said I would happily do it, and if I'm happy to do it, despite me being a student, I'm going back to studying soon, and I've got to be, realistic with how much I can do. He's going to be hosting them. I can happily go down there for a weekend and just blow off some steam. In persons, you can blow off some steam. Last year with regionals, it's completely different with everything being remote, and it was my first ever time, so it just felt like normal because I only started in last season, so it just felt remote. But in person, just completely different vibe, and I think it's for sure the way to go. Like, it's basically like having a comm day that's remote. Like, you wouldn't want that, to be honest. Like, you just stick on an instance and stick at home. Like, it's just no fun. You just make yourself introverted. But at least this way you get to meet like-minded people. You get to meet people with like not just with like same mind, but people with the same interests. Like you get to meet people with different interests as well, with still with a common interest, with the PvP. And I think the only way for it to go is honestly up. I think that's the only way for it to go, especially we've seen with the Play Pokemon regionals, the way that the amount of success they've had is staggering, to be honest. You know, when I started off, I thought, hey, it's just a game. It's a 3+ game. It's just, you know, you versus me. And then when you go in person, you actually see your opponent face to face. That's a whole new different ball game. And that is the way, to be honest, I think that it can go up.
Yeah, it was really well run actually. I'd never been to one in person before, so it was a new experience. But I think definitely like really well organised and really well done. Referees are top class.
It was good to have dedicated space just for us, for the players. One of the things that I was a bit worried before the tournament was the signal coverage, because I know that in some area in central London, at least myself, I don't get very good coverage, I don't get good signal, so it could have affected the game. But I think this location, I didn't have any problems. I felt like the game ran pretty smoothly, or as smoothly as it can run. So yeah, I think the organization was good. The venue is nice and also easily accessible to everyone.
It was well organised on the socials. So I know it was. We've got our own channel in the London's Finest Discord, so it made it very easy to coordinate the event and figure out where to come. And,
Venue's perfect, to be honest. They rented out the ground floor, or any kind of floor. Any kind of floor, it would have been perfect, to be honest. But like to have a whole place just for us, you know, it's perfect because you get to mix in. Honestly, I still can't believe it. Having lost the first battle of the whole tournament, I thought, you know, it's gonna be tough. I knew it was gonna be tough already. Having looked at the tournament bracket already, I knew it was gonna be stacked, and I knew it was gonna be tough. Some people didn't turn up today. That might have made my journey easier. Some people did turn up today, and the people who did turn up were very strong. I knew if I ended up probably versus Stan in the final, even if I had a good matchup, I'd probably end up losing because I have a poor record versus him in our 1v1 best of 3 action in Show 6. But I feel extremely happy, to be honest. It feels like, I mean, I've come back to where I spent, you know, 6-7 years of my life. I'm still fairly young, so that's a big portion of my life. Come back here and win a tournament is something else, and it's yeah, it feels definitely different. And you have your own tables, which I actually didn't realise that were actually associated with the Silph table numbers until like the 4th round. I was just sat down at random tables wherever my opponent was sat, so I just sat down at random tables. But it is what it is, I guess. Because I'm not used to this kind of thing. I'm really happy to have come here. London's Finest did a great job. Very friendly, very welcoming. I knew that immediately after meeting Adellion in Lille, that he'd be very welcoming in London, because I don't know half of these guys as well. Anyways, despite me being on a gym breaker squad with quite a few of them, like most of these guys aren't in them. So, and they're all cool guys. London's Finest did a fantastic job, especially picking the place, the venue. It's convenient for everyone who lives around London as well. Like, it's easy to get to, despite the train issues.
Hey folks, this is Adellion here, one of the co-admins for London's Finest. We've just wrapped up our Silph regional tournament for Season 4, one of the few in-person Silph regionals that are being hosted this year. So I'm super excited. We've had 21 people turn up to compete, in addition to numerous spectators. And I'd like to congratulate, first of all, Maxi 1 million P. I think he's got 6 zeros in his username. I want to congratulate Maxi. He's for those of you who don't know him or haven't heard of him, he hails from Wales. He is a member of the EU Emperors faction, an all-round just really solid, great guy, and a very worthy champion for London's Finest. I want to give a couple of shout-outs. First of all, I want to give a shout-out to the staff that helped me and worked together with me to get this event running. I want to give credit to the arena for allowing us to host our tournaments in person. It's a big passion of both mine and London's Finest to host tournaments in person, to get more people together and to grow and build communities. So for me to have this distinct honour bestowed upon us by the arena is a real honour to us. But lastly, all of this couldn't be possible if it wasn't for the competitors actually coming and showing up and competing and making the effort, sometimes journeying from several hundred miles away to make this event. So the biggest thank you, I feel, goes to the competitors who gave us a vote of confidence to host more in-persons going forward. So I'm really excited for what takes place in the next Silph season, for any collaborations with Play Pokemon or other bodies, and hopefully we can have a very positive post-pandemic era of in-person London's Finest tournaments. Thank you.